Welcome back to our platform, and thank you so much for joining the platform today. So guys, if this is your first time here, please do not forget to subscribe and support the movement. Please share this video, like the video, and subscribe to the channel to encourage me for the work I am doing. Thank you so much. I know you have done that. Just in case you didn't know that there is a beautiful country in Europe that you can immigrate with your family, then I am here to explain the details to you. Relax. I know you want to ask what is the name of the country, by the way. Okay, I am talking about Iceland. And if you really want to move to Iceland with your family, probably next year, early next year, please listen to this video till the end. It is going to help you. If you skip and skip and skip, you will miss a lot of things. This is the advice I can give to you. For me, I already have the information, so that's why I want to give to you, because I love to see people succeed. There is someone who got admissions to Denmark, and another one got for the Netherlands. There is another guy who got for Denmark last time. He is already in Denmark. I love to hear stories like this. Now, let's talk about Iceland. If you are thinking of a country you can move with your family, then Iceland is the country for you. First, let me draw your attention to the fact that you are going to be applying for a residence permit to Iceland, and the fee for the permit is 16,000 Icelandic krona. You are going to be applying for the permit using the Icelandic immigration website online, and the fee for the permit is non-refundable. Please note this. Then again, remember that when it comes to the permit, you have to apply before June of every year if you want to go in for September intake, and if you want to go in for maybe the January February intake, depending on the program, then you have to apply November latest. If you don't apply within these times, it's going to be difficult for you. Now remember, there is no age limit to study in Iceland. It's very cold. Iceland is a very cold country, so you should note this. Like I said, there is no age limit, and there are a lot of people there, like the black community and a whole lot of people with jobs as well. You are going to work for 22.5 hours in Iceland per week. Okay, and there is a lot of money in Iceland, guys. So that is what you need to know. Now, when you want to apply for a school in Iceland, I'm still coming. Make sure you tell your former university. Let's assume that you graduated today and you want to apply to Iceland maybe next week. Make sure you tell your university that you just graduated from to then send an email using the university's website email to your school in Iceland to let them know that you've graduated from the current university when you are in the middle of your application. Take this very seriously, guys. I know why I'm saying this here. It's important. Now, also understand that, like I said, you can move with family. Also understand that there are a lot of jobs in Iceland, from waiters to supermarket jobs to restaurant jobs. They need painters, plumbers, and all the rest. These are basic skills that if you are still in your home country, you should learn them. And again, before I forget, please don't go abroad without you learning how to drive. Driving abroad is very expensive. I have said it. If you have the money, then you can go with that. Now, some universities you should consider in case you want to study in Iceland are the University of Reykjavik, University of Iceland, Bifrost University, the University of Hola, and Agricultural University of Iceland. These are just some few schools in Iceland. You should check them out. And remember, not all these schools will charge you money. The University of Iceland does not charge a tuition fee, but they have an administrative fee of 75,000 Icelandic krona, which is approximately, if it's maximum, 600 euros. So you should know all of this. It's so important, guys. Now, what are the documents you need to apply to these universities? Before I even talk about the documents, when is application open? Application usually starts in Iceland from December, some November, some December. So you should check again. This is for universities. But if you are smart enough, you can go in and study just the Icelandic language. And for you to succeed in Iceland, please, when you go in, make sure you learn the language. It's going to be a little tedious, but learn the language so that it can help you to scale through easily in the job market and interact with the local people. Now, to apply to these universities, you basically need IELTS. Some schools will ask for heavy band score like band 7, while others will ask for maximum 6.5 like the University of Iceland, and also your transcript, also your certificate, which is the BSc certificate, also your statement of purpose, and of course a CV and motivation letter, which is the statement of purpose, by the way. And now, when you are doing all this, I will not even advise you that if you third class people, please don't apply to Iceland. Otherwise, I would say go again for another bachelor's degree. Okay, if you have a degree, HND people with postgraduate diplomas, go again for another bachelor's program. It doesn't cost you anything, but you might be thinking that it's going to slow you. But trust me, to succeed abroad, you need to be wise and strategic. So if you want to apply to Iceland, I will advise you, especially if you don't have a first class or second class upper, or a second class upper division, or maybe second class lower. If you even second class lower, I will not advise you to go directly to apply for masters. It may be difficult for you to go in. Iceland usually take at least people with first class for their masters program. So to succeed, please apply for a bachelor's program. Okay. Then also take a look at the application fees I mentioned before, because there is an application fee you have to pay. Okay, now before it used to be zero fee, like $0, but now you have to pay an application fee. Like I said, WAEC may not be enough. Okay, and O levels and A levels may not be enough, but I think HND, people with O levels and A levels plus HND, can go for bachelor's. It might be enough, but not master's degree. I have said that already. Now, when you apply to these schools, it's going to take some time. I think admission results would be out by April. Okay, so that's the time that admissions results will be out. Then remember, if you are going in for September intake, make sure April, May, you gather your documents. Then June, you have done your application for residence permit. You need two things to enter Iceland. First, you go for residence permit. Then after that, you go for visa. I'm going to explain how to do it. Where do you apply for this permit? You have to do it using the Icelandic immigration website. When you apply online, okay, please, have you subscribed? Let me see. Have you subscribed? Please subscribe to the channel, okay? Because that's the only way. I cannot beg you for physical money, right? That's the only way to support me to make more videos for the community. Also, if you can maybe give me super thanks to my channel, fine and good. Thank you so much. When you apply online using the online application, you still need to do one thing: send all the documents to Iceland, because that's where your permit will be processed. Now, you need to pay attention to this. What are the documents that you are going to be sending to Iceland? First, you need your application form, 2 passport size photographs, health insurance, and let me emphasize on this health insurance. If you are applying for health insurance, please make sure that you apply for the insurance from there. You are going to find some insurance companies. If you don't see it on the Icelandic immigration website, ask your university to give you a list of insurance companies online, like in Iceland, where you can pay for medical insurance. Buy the insurance only for the insurance companies in Iceland. It's important because they will be able to understand, because the insurance is going to read in their language. Now, you also need your passport and also your criminal record and your admission letter. If there is any other document, that should be listed on the Icelandic immigration website. Then when you do this application online, you still need to put these documents in an envelope and send them to the address in Iceland. Even if you do not send, they will still tell you to send the documents to them. It's important. Guys, don't forget, this is very important. Now, when you send the documents to Iceland, they are going to take time, then review the documents and get back to you with what is called a residence permit. I have said this. Now, among those documents, you need to add your proof of funds. Proof of funds for a 6 months, because Iceland will give you 6 months or 1 year residence permit, or 2 years or 3 years. But if you need a permit for higher years, like 2 years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you need to be multiplying your proof of funds. Now, in this case, you may not have all the money. So what you do is you look for at least 11 million CFA francs. For Nigeria, convert 11 million CFA francs to your own local currency. Ghanaians, please, you can consider maybe I think 13,000, 10,000 euros, 11,000 euros, 12,000 euros in your bank account. But note that this money can only get you a 6 months residence permit, which you will have to renew again when you are in Iceland. So it's not a bad thing, right? But note that you are going to get a 6 months permit. But if you get a permit for 1 year, you are lucky. But again, your money must be heavy. If you put money which is not good, they will not accept. The good thing here is that Iceland can email you to inform you of any lapses, but don't believe in emailing. Just do the right thing at once. If your money is small, they might even inform you. Note that the money in your bank account, like for how long do you need the money to be in your bank account before you print the bank statement? They didn't specify. So basically, you can use maybe a 1 month statement, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. But make sure that you have enough money inside. Don't just go and dump the money there like that. Don't just carry millions and go and put. No, do it strategically. But 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months is okay to go for you to apply for a residence permit to Iceland. And remember that when you apply for this residence permit to Iceland, you are going to get the permit. Now they will contact the embassy, the Norwegian embassy. Then you are going to apply for a visa using the VFS Global, which is linked to the Norwegian embassy in Abuja. For Cameroonians, you have to take care. There is a VFS center in Cameroon, but I don't think Iceland is going to contact the VFS center in Cameroon for those who are going to be moving to Iceland from Cameroon. Please, you have to put this into consideration. I am talking about Abuja because I have more Nigerians watching this video, and I know that for sure. So guys, make sure you do the right thing. Make sure you put the right documents together. Iceland is a good country. If you finish after school, like if you finish a program, bachelor's, master's or PhD, you'll be given 3 extra years. And again, remember that you can move with your family. After these 3 years, you can then find a job. So remember that you can move to Iceland and study just the Icelandic language. So it's now time for you to do your research. Check if you have schools that you can do the application there, and of course you are good to go. I hope this is clear to you, and I hope we meet again in another video.